sweet, go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try to speak up, can't say none.
All right. Hello, GM. Good morning. Hey, Luis. Hey, Andrei. Good to see you. I'm going to be honest, I missed this already. I missed our live streams because last one we had last week on Wednesday, not our traditional on Friday. So yeah, it's been a while. And today we also, unfortunately, we don't have Josh with us.
I thought you said fortunately, and I was like, okay.
No,
you really got
of
excited
course,
of him not being able to join us
of course
today.
we're gonna miss Josh, but it's it's tough founder's life. So we can imagine. We can imagine. How are you doing? How's
Good. How
everything?
about you? How's everyone doing today?
Andrei?
Very good.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, it's our episode number 13. For some people, 13 is like unlucky number, or I don't know. I don't really believe in that. For me personally, 13 is a really lucky number, I would say.
Okay.
So
And why is a lucky number when usually is a non-lucky number? I'm curious about
it's only lucky because 13 was the day when I met my boyfriend. So
Okay.
it's our anniversary, and it's also his birthday on 13. So
Okay.
for us, it's a lucky one. Do you have
Good.
lucky numbers?
A couple of them, probably.
Which ones?
The 2, the 3,
Haha.
8,
Double sixes.
777.
And you, Andrei?
I don't. No, I'm not very superstitious.
All right. You believe in code.
I believe in whatever gets me through the day.
Yeah, true that. All right, so let's do a quick warm up. Let's start with hot seat. So I introduced this section last time. Andrei, for you, just a quick heads up. It's simple questions, basically like about your daily life or some insights. So let's start with you, Andrei. Question for you. If you had to teach a college course on any subject except tech or crypto, what would that be? And just quickly to tell you that the answer should be really like short and sharp.
I actually did this, by the way. So my answer is ethics.
Wow.
I think it's missing in most universities, most schools' curriculum.
Yeah, true that. And especially as we evolve so quickly as a society and in terms of, again, like emerging tech, we do need more ethics. Yeah.
Do you think that could be dangerous also at the same time? Like,
How?
I agree, because not everyone is have the same like ethics or ethical background, right? Like everyone perceives perceive it in a different way. And I mean, I agree that's missing a lot. But I also agree it could be dangerous. Depending on the ethics of who is giving the ethics.
Oh, if you put it that way.
Yeah, I think I partially agree, but I also think that starting with something small like do no evil is something that everybody should be able to understand, right?
Yeah.
Then you expand on it depending on whatever topic you're trying to cover.
Yeah. True that. And Luis, a question for you. What was the most recent rabbit hole you went down online that had to do nothing with work?
Online, that's That's actually a different story. I was going to say something else, but I didn't realize it was online.
It can be offline as
It's
well.
actually online a little bit. To be honest, like back in the day, I used to have a lot of rabbit holes in different stuff. Like I'm very curious, so I'm always, when I get something, I
Mhm.
go full deep into it. It happened to me with crypto back in the day. Well, with Bitcoin actually, and
Mhm.
how and this probably relates to the topics that Andrei is saying about ethics, right? Like back then, like the spirit of Bitcoin and everything is totally different of what we are seeing today. It's nothing
Yeah.
to do about that. It's nothing about it's all about pure cash, quick cash grab, and nothing about probably improving the world's people's lives, like people who are
Mhm.
in many different countries we don't have access to
Mhm.
financial services. All of those things, I think, have passed into a not even secondary. It's like pushed back on the priorities, and it's totally different. But um, my latest online stuff was pure AI related, and it was probably work also, if we can say it. But the non-work was 3D printing. Last year I
Ooh,
started, but unfortunately haven't had a lot of time. But I will try and go a little bit more into that one. Um,
printing, 3D printing,
Do
nice.
you
What,
own a
it's
what?
printer?
interesting, and the way I'm thinking about it, it's a lot about, and this is where I need a little bit of time to explore, because it can be very cool. Robotics and AI and 3D
Mhm.
printing and being able to experiment and prototyping some stuff. That's what I would want to do if I
Mm.
have a little bit of time. That's where I'm heading into.
As Andre just asked if you own one, if you have 3D
How
printer.
many?
Yes, I have a
How
3D
many do you
printer.
own?
Just told me once, what's this oven you've got here on your right hand side? Um, and you can do a lot of things. I mean, like you
Woohoo.
can print a lot of stuff. The reality is you print more at the beginning. All of these things, they come with a mobile app, which basically you choose something and it gets printed. It's like back in the day, it seems to be something quite technical, and you had to dedicate a lot of time.
Mhm.
Nowadays it's very retail friendly. Like you choose something, a
Mm.
model, you click print, and it gets print and it works out of the box. That's why I'm thinking, um, with all of the AI related stuff that we're doing and being able to print parts of it, start experimenting with robotics. I really think
Ooh.
that's something I want to go down that rabbit hole.
Wow. So we're gonna see first Robot by Luis soon.
The Warden robot, right?
The Warden
So
robot.
next
Mhm.
week I'm not here, it's my robot.
Your
But a physical
avatar.
one, which makes it cooler.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. No, I really love it. This is kind of already a rabbit hole that we went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. All right, let's do another round of quick questions. So, Andre,
Yeah.
what's one tool or app that you use every single day that you would be lost without?
I see he's laughing already. Um, Warden app, of course, and then maybe as a second close contender,
Mhm,
probably one of the AI tooling assistants, AI coding assistants.
mhm.
That's just it brings so much velocity to development that I don't see how we can go back to how the world used to be before.
Yeah, I guess
It's
there's
just
there's no way back
impossible.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really hope that we use this opportunity in only in a good way and as improvements of our lives, not vice versa. But
Mm.
It really surprised me, Andrea. I thought he was going to say TikTok or something like that.
I don't
Which
think I'm allowed to say that actually.
I love it, actually.
TikTok.
Yeah, that's probably one of my rabbit holes.
Ooh.
At the late night, like you start in and scroll, 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 scroll.
That's what it was built for.
Yeah, true that. I just watched recent podcast of Diary of the CEO, and they were discussing that this is like a huge issue. This not like just doom scrolling, but for especially for younger generation, it's like there's this new term that's called brain rot, and when people are just like scrolling, 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 then it's been hours, and they're like it's 2 a.m. and they
I
question.
don't get 2 a.m. But if I wake up at 2 a.m. and I look a little bit of X or whatever, maybe I doom scroll a little bit.
I think we all do a little bit sometimes.
I think Rabbit Hole would be a cool app, though.
Hmm.
You just go down, like find a topic, and then go down as deep as you can on related things.
This is alpha right here. This is alpha.
Mm.
If someone wants to build an app like that, that's a great idea, Andrei.
The thing is, maybe Andrei gets out of this call and builds it. He builds the Rabbit Hole agent on Warden. It's very cool.
It is cool. Yeah, it is cool.
Like
I would
one
love
topic,
to
you,
use
you
it.
put like the topic you want to get into, and that's a deep dive. Then gives you additional stuff to keep on following and going. I like it.
Yeah. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. And as we were talking a little bit about superstitions and numbers before, Luis, a question for you: do you have any superstitions or rituals before a big deployment or launch? Is there anything you do?
No, because the only thing is making sure. I mean, on that we are less superstitious and more on based on facts, right? So we've got a lot of processes to make sure everything goes out smooth and
Yeah.
in place.
True that. I love it. Just
Well,
focus.
there's one thing for me actually. Yes,
Ah.
no Fridays. We not always meet that or satisfy that rule, but I prefer not to do it on a Friday. A deployment.
All right.
They never go well. And then
Interesting.
and then everyone needs to be over the weekend, late night Fridays. It's not cool for the team.
Yeah. True that. And overall,
Yeah.
Friday is usually a chill day, so it's not the best for like
The thing is,
updates and.
for us it's not, but I don't know why, and that's why I say it's superstitious.
Huh.
It's not only about like if something breaks, there's like you need to pull people in, which usually it's not like on a weekday.
Yeah.
But things tend to go wrong more often for whatever reason. At least that's my perception, and I'm probably totally wrong, and I'm biased. If it's on a Friday, like if it's on a Friday, things will go wrong.
I agree. And funny enough, to tell you a small anecdote here, when I was getting my driver's license years back, a lot of years back, I remember my instructor telling me that Fridays are the worst days to be out on the road because everybody's in a rush. Everybody wants to get things done, wrap up the week, and head to wherever they want to go to decompress. So whether it's shopping, whether it's whatever, for work, for whatever reasons, like it's always chaotic. So Fridays are chaotic.
Yeah.
So I think it's like, I'm not superstitious, but I do like observe that to be mostly true, in fact.
I think it is so. It's just because people feel more relaxed and already in that weekend mode. And about the roads and rules here, I was in Greece and I don't drive, but I remember just reading a bunch of rules from a guy who lived in Greece for years, and so he created like rules to survive on Greek roads because it's not as easy as it seems. The drivers are pretty crazy there, and especially on the islands. And so he in the list of rules there was a rule to be extra cautious on Friday and Sunday, I think, but Friday like especially because there may be more drunk drivers on the road or something like that. So it's just people are relaxed on Friday.
That's true.
Yeah, but we are not relaxed. We are working. And so, another question for you, Andrei. Which blockchain technology do you think is really overhyped right now?
Oh, blockchain technologies.
Or maybe there's anything else that you think is overhyped?
I have one. It's a bit of a hot take, but I'm not well known for being politically correct, so I'm going to go with it. I think X402 is overhyped. If people don't know what it is, it's basically a way for APIs and agents to ask for payments before they give you a response. So it's become really, really popular lately with all the AI hype as well. And I would say that at the state of current things right now, it would be 90% legitimate. It makes sense because the types of agents that are being built by people right now, the experimentation that is being done, they're not very complex agents. They're very basic, like a weather agent or something, or like a token price agent. You go and you ask a question, what's the price of Bitcoin today, right? And it gives you back the answer. So it's a pretty simplistic flow. You ask for one thing, you get back a short answer, right? So it's easy to price it, right? But the problem is that, like you can see at Warden, like we're building more and more complex agents now. And people, I've mentioned this before, people are notoriously bad at expressing what they want, what they need, right? So
True.
when you talk to this complex agent, you need to one shot your prompt in a very, very complex way. So you know that the agent has all the context that it needs to give you back the answer that you're looking for, right? And then you make the payment at that point. However, in practice, what happens is that people go and they ask a question, and then the agent has to come back and say, okay, but then I need this and this and this things to continue, right? And the user has to go and respond to that question. Maybe they don't provide everything. So every interaction is a payment that you're making, right? So consider working with a complex agent that is not going to come in cheap. So every time, you're paying and you're paying, and by the time that you actually get the answer that you're looking for back from the agent, you've already overpaid. So I don't really see how this scales. And that's a good point, in fact, because one of the things that we have actually released this week is an ERC proposal for a subscriptions protocol, where you go to the agent you want to go to, and then you discover from that agent the subscription plans that it offers, and then you get on a subscription plan, and then that's it. You go to the agent, you tell it, you basically show that you are this wallet address that is part of that subscription, and you don't have to do anything else. There's no recurring payment, and it works. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, X402, I would say, is overhyped at the moment. It's not a bad approach, but I don't think it's going to scale to the level, to the vision that we have at Warden, at least.
Maybe we can improve that somehow on our
No,
side.
absolutely. We're working towards it.
Yeah, yeah. Luis, and question for you. I think it will be the last one before we go to the polls. So, would you rather build something that makes you rich but nobody remembers about it, or something that changes the world but you have to stay broke?
Always the second one, and it's always the case. Uh, it's always the case. It's building, 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 and that's it. I mean, like, and that's what we're passionate about, and I think that's also part of the core beliefs that we have in the team and within the team. Is about, we have a vision and we have a mission and we go towards that. Like, we care. I mean, everyone. It's always nice, right? Like getting perks out of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the reality is that we are very focused on what we're building and where we want to go, and the rest really doesn't matter. It's changing the world is always like a nice thing to do. And if I look back on the past, probably 12 years, 13 years, at least on my side, that's always what I've been doing. Doing stuff that I knew helped, or one way or another, on creating impact and changing people's lives for better. And I will continue to do that always, 100%.
Yeah, yeah. We have to make a lot of sometimes tough decisions in life, but It's just good. I think it also helps you to sleep when you know that you're actually doing something good. It just like it fulfills you inside. That's what I think.
Uh, Not me. I cannot sleep because I'm
Oh
constantly
no.
thinking about how to improve it, how to iterate on it, make it better, and so on. So when you work with passion, you don't feel like you're working. You're
True.
having fun. You're building things that matter for you and for the world, and time just flies.
Yeah.
You know.
So do what you love. Do what you love.
Yeah, that's always 100%.
And do a
100%.
lot
I
of
would
it.
recommend that no matter what. Like if someone is in a position or in a company or in a project, they don't like what they're doing, look for something else.
Yeah.
Because your life gets so much better, and the way you progress and the way you can improve and the way you can create impact changes dramatically.
True.
Yeah.
True that. I remember as Gary Vee said, and we know that he uses a lot of strong words and so he basically says if you don't like your job, quit your fucking job. That's what he says. So I
But it
agree.
makes sense, right? Like
Yeah,
you need to do that. Maybe you start and you like what you're doing and you like the mission, but things change for whatever reason. Quit.
true.
If you don't like, quit. Stop complaining. Like there are a lot of people that are always complaining about stuff.
For years.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, and I've listened a lot of people I don't know, and I listen to these things in public. People I know, stop complaining. It's all about yourself, right? Like you are the
Yeah.
only one that can put a change on your life for better. Put your effort into something that's worth and valuable, and stop moaning. Like moaning and complaining only showcase some type of childish attitude, which
Yeah.
you need to put some effort on things if you want those changes to happen. So, and don't expect magical things to happen around you.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
This is something. It reminds me of something that I was telling my students when I was giving that ethics course. It takes courage to
Mhm.
change. It's not easy. I think, like, perhaps because we've done it in the past, we can talk about it like this. But for a lot of people, it takes effort. It takes courage.
It does.
The only thing that matters is to avoid comparing yourself to everybody else. The only person you should be comparing yourself is your previous you. Are you doing better than you did in the past?
Yeah.
Are you becoming a much better person, a more focused one? Are you learning? Are you growing? This is the question. These are the questions that matter,
Now it
not
really
what
makes
everybody
sense
else
to
is
have
doing.
the ethic course in school. If you are the one giving it, you just inspire me a lot. And I'm seriously saying that.
No,
Like
seriously. I also thought that we need to see Andre more and more on our live streams.
I'll
Yes.
be doing that. I'll be
I'll think about it.
reflecting on being better, but better not only on the output, but on or performance, like as a
Yeah.
person. And I think that gets as you get older, like you start realizing those things the
Yeah.
more time passes, right?
Mm.
Being a better person overall.
That's what school is for, to pass the wisdom to the younger generation.
Okay, I left.
Yeah.
No, I didn't left, but I wasn't paying a lot of attention probably.
Then that's a story for the next Inference
Yeah.
And
episode.
yet today you're here. So as they say, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yes.
All right. So Andre, I think that you have something special for us today.
Yeah.
What would that be? Tell us more about it. What are you going to show us?
So, in the past week or so, we've been mentioning this on Twitter. So we have released Warden Code, which is our Cloud Code type of tools that allows anybody in the world to just bootstrap a new agent that is 100% compatible with Studio and the Warden app. And lately, this week, we've added a number of significant improvements. First, you can do a bit of vibe coding inside the tool, just like you can do with Cloud Code. And second, we've added X402 payments out of the box for the agents that the tool is building. So what you get in the end is a fully fledged agent that you can just run somewhere. It comes with payments. It comes with everything you need. So I was thinking maybe I can show the world a bit how this works in practice. And back to your previous question, like we were talking about what apps to build and what agents to build. And I was thinking maybe today, we've launched a Messari agent yesterday, and that is out there. It's registered on Ethereum, on Base, using the 8004 identity registries. It's A2A compatible. Any agent in the world can use it, can pay it, and so on. Now, what we want to do next is start getting more and more of our agents out there, following Messari. And I was thinking, okay, maybe during this episode, I could build a CoinGecko agent, right? But now that I'm thinking, you know what? Why don't we build a rabbit hole agent today together?
Wow, let's do
I was
that.
going to propose it before, but when you said that, I was thinking it would be great, but I'm not going to ask that in public just in case. So very cool.
All right, I think we have a transition for this one.
Let's go.
Let's go. Woohoo! All right. Where do we start from?
Sharing screen, probably it's a good.
I have my screen. I'm not sure you are seeing it.
Yeah.
You can see it?
Yeah.
All good?
Good.
All right.
So, easiest way to start with Warden code is to obviously install it. So we are going to npm install Warden code. It takes a couple of seconds, so it's really fast, right? To run it, you just type. Actually, before we do that, let's prepare a directory in which we're gonna store the rabbit hole agent.
What is this demos?
Demos is just a directory. It's an empty directory for today's demos, right? So let's get into this blank directory. And in here, we're going to start Warden.
Ooh, that's cool.
So first thing you can do is start a new project. So to start a new project, you just type /new. Now we need to give the agent a name. So we're going to call it the rabbit hole agent.
Great.
A description. Find interest topics and go down the rabbit hole. We're going to use OpenAI. There are more providers coming soon. And for OpenAI, we're going to give it an API key that I'm going to paste here. Let's stream the conversation because that's a lot nicer. And then we want to define a couple of skills. So this is basically going to be a chat. Chat.
It doesn't need like a research skills or something?
We can tell that soon. If we want to add another skill, we can say research.
Wow.
I think we can stop here with the skills. Next, it will ask whether we want to enable X402 payment. So we're going to say yes. Now we're going to use the Sepolia network, the test net, because we don't want to pay actual money yet. And then we need to provide it with a wallet address in which it will collect the fees. And we can leave it at 1 cent. I think that's fine. We don't need to add another payment network for now. Okay, so this is just a quick summary. We're building a rabbit hole agent. We're using OpenAI for the agent. It's going to stream the responses, and then it's going to have X402 payments enabled on Spolia. Let's go ahead and generate this agent now. So the tool is installing dependencies. That's all the packages that the agent will need. And as soon as it is done, we'll be able to switch to the build mode. So here it's giving us a quick recap of what it was created and what the next steps are. Obviously, what we want to do next is get into the build mode, because right now the agent doesn't do much. It is mostly an OpenAI agent. So let's get into the build mode. For the build mode, people have the option to select between OpenAI and Anthropic. And I'm going to use Opus.
But it's still not using like, oh no, it's the latest model. Yes, 4.6. Yeah.
It is the latest, yeah. So
I'm going to launch here some things we need to add. Some of our top partners, like Venice API, so you can use
absolutely
private and sensor models.
Yeah, we're just getting started, so we want to be able to support a bunch of providers and keep it competitive as well. So now we're in build mode, so we can instruct the tool to start putting in some logic in the agent. So let's say, so we want to build a rabbit hole agent, right? So let's define what the rabbit hole agent can do. So the rabbit hole agent should allow any user to find or specify an interesting topic and then go down the rabbit hole. What would you want it to do? In fact, what do we want it to do? Explore related things or get more let's start with a more basic set of concepts, right? So it should always start with a basic level of information and progressively nudge the user to explore more and more complex topics that are related to the original request. Okay. It should also suggest topics if the user doesn't have any ideas.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think this is a good start. So what the build tool is doing right now is it creates system prompt. It creates everything that it needs to be able to execute this logic, right? To be able to respond to the user's requests. It shouldn't take too long. And until then, we can go into another terminal so that we can then build the agent and run it.
So one tab is just for the description and another for.
So here we can say that we can see what happened, right? So it said that it updated the agent file. It generated a system prompt with some changes and so on and so on and so on. And then it told me that, okay, no dependencies are needed. I can just go and build the agent. So we're going to quickly build the agent. this is all going to be automated in the tool soon as well. And then we need to start. So now we've started the agent, and then what we can do next is we pull up a browser, and in the browser we are going to I don't know why it's saying there are 2 reviews. Maybe it needs to clear cache.
Yuli, what topic do you want to go to the rabbit hole as soon as we need to start?
Yes.
That's
Oh my God. I mean, recently the only thing I can think about is, AI and different models and which one is best for which tasks and which one should I use and all this. So this is my rabbit hole, and another rabbit hole if I should buy Mac Mini.
Okay, let's go with the second one then. So we're going to quickly connect my MetaMask account, so we'll be able to pay for X402 transactions.
Do you want me to save you a lot of money?
Yes. So Yuli, you were saying, let's say I noticed the hype around
Yes, exactly.
OpenClaw, and I was wondering if I should buy a Mac Mini.
It's there.
So I'm going to pay the agent.
1 cent will save you thousands of dollars.
Perfect. Oh.
It's working, don't worry. Oh.
Why not?
I don't know. Maybe.
This is the Gentic blue screen moment.
Yeah. It is not unlikely.
I mean, I think it never happens that you just build a perfect tool right away.
Might have been on the wrong network, but it was previously able to detect that and fix it. But anyway, we're just gonna try again. Basic poll, yeah, this time. Good. Let's go.
Thinking longer at this time, so maybe.
It's reasoning.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
A blockchain.
This is so cool.
It's quite a little powerhouse, okay? So it tells you a bit about what the Mac Mini is, what it does, key features, why the hype. Connect the dots. Should you buy one? It depends on your needs, of course. So let's go deeper, right? That's the whole purpose. So,
and now
which one do you want to go?
How does the Mac Mini compare? Yeah, I would say, how does Mac Mini compare this one?
Now I think we are starting to listen something, producer.
Yes, we have a chill music.
Elevator, or maybe it's our Slack if it has gone on.
It's not unlikely. Okay. So.
All right. Basic
for
overview.
Comparison. So you have here some options already. You need to consider performance, operating system, upgradability, connectivity.
A lot of things. And now again, a bunch of questions.
How does it compare to Windows?
Clearly going through the rabbit hole, right?
Yes.
Down the rabbit hole. It gives you
down the rabbit
hole. Down and down and down.
I mean, yes. I can already see that.
So it works.
It does. Oh my God, this is amazing. Andrei, this is so cool.
Yuli, the thing for you, if you're going to use an API key from any model, like or compute provider or inference providers like OpenAI, Anthropic, whatever, you don't need to buy an expensive Mac Mini. Like I was seeing actually a post from Chilpil, who's kind of a city. He's a very nice guy. He's doing this, showcasing his process on all of these, right? Like he realized that he spent $2,700 on a 48 gigabyte RAM.
Oh yeah, I saw that post.
And he says you can basically do the same for the cheaper Mac Mini $700 version, right? Because if you really want to run like the very big models, it's even not enough for that. So you would need like the Mac Studio, which costs 10K. So the difference between the performance you get on the lower end version versus that one is not that much. And said that, I mean, I think the Mac Mini is probably one of the best desktop computers.
Yeah.
Performance price. That said, that's for everything. That's not for AI related stuff. If you want to use something like connecting APIs from third-party like inference providers, you could even do it with very, very basic computer that you have plugged in. I saw now someone kind of did a fork for OpenClaw and reduce the scope, and you can operate it on Raspberry Pis. I don't see why it shouldn't happen, because at the end of the day, if you are if all of the compute is being done externally on other devices, why do you need that? The only reason for having a fixed computer is because it's on the background, right? Like some type of desktop or server process or whatever, you can go out and still continue. It's not like on your laptop that when you close it, it's done. But I don't see 95%, 99% of the people that are buying these to run local models, like the big ones, it won't make a difference. And for the rest, they will be using API. So why would you need that, right?
Yeah, true.
My take is the only reason why Mac Minis are useful is because of the ecosystem, the app ecosystem that you have on them, right? So if you're a Mac user in general,
Yes.
it integrates with all the apps that you have on your phone, perhaps, and it allows OpenClaw agents to control those apps, to see them, to understand what's going on, and use those apps. So that's the reason, is to get access to the Mac ecosystem in general. But that being said, there's a lot of details involved in setting up such an agent, especially on the security side. So you need to understand the risks. You need to understand that you're giving it blank access to everything that you're using, all the apps you're using, and it uses them as you.
Yeah,
So
true that. I saw a lot of concerns about this, and I wanted to just like find one clear guide on, all the safe setup. If, for example, I do buy Mac Mini or use other methods, I would just need one simple guide on the safe.
To be honest, I think we will see different types of deployments for retail users, right? Right now, it's like very early. Everyone is experimenting.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone will run this on locally on their devices. We will see other type of solutions for agents, for consumers, for like the retail users. Enterprise might be different, like big corporates, banks, whatever. Like you need proper in-house deployments, right? Like full compliant, all of these things. But for us, it's like, imagine you had to run a server for your pictures for Instagram locally or whatever. Like that's not happening, right? Like you depend on cloud providers for everything, and those apps run on the background and they scan for your information, and they have AI models and machine learning stuff getting information of your pictures, your interests, all of those things to provide you better timelines.
Yes.
It's in the same way, like that will happen with all of these type of consumer agent apps.
Crazy times we live in. And to continue, let's go to the Pulse section. It's usually the one that Josh runs, but this time I'll try to make it quick and nice.
Okay,
Let's go to the polls.
let's go.
All right, I'm gonna share my
I
screen.
think these week topics are very cool for having Andrei here. All of them. They're very tech related. Well, usually they're tech related. They're AI, but it's very specific around models, around robotics, MIT stuff. I think
Yes.
they're very good.
100%. And for the first one, I actually wanted to ask Andrei's opinion already. So we have 3 updates here, major updates that happened. Yeah, pretty much all of them. This is what, February 17. All of them happened within 1 week, a few days, which is crazy. So first we had Anthropic introducing Claude Sonnet 4.6. The most capable Sonnet model yet. And then we have, I just want to share another one quickly. So also we have, just yesterday, this happened just yesterday. Google just dropped Gemini 3.1 Pro, which is here insane stats. It scored 77.1% on the ARC AGI2. I hope I pronounce it correct. So if the agent, usually agents or models do not break even like 50%. So this tests basically, from what I understand, capability of the model. And usually they do not even break 50%. And this one broke, over 77%, which is crazy and makes it the most capable model so far. And we also have another one. What was it? This is Codex from OpenAI as well. So yeah, all of them dropped like super quickly. Codex was earlier. And Andrei, I wanted to ask you if you already tried all of them, and maybe some insight from you, which one is better to use for which purpose, something like that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't tried the Gemini model, the updated one yet. I know Codex to be a very powerful model. It is definitely there together with Opus and Sonnet from Anthropic. So these are the best models for coding today. That's it. No questions asked.
There's this race and competition, right?
Yeah,
right now for these models.
100%.
And the minute one releases, and you can see how fast people migrate from one tool or another, because at the end of the day, these models are embedded into the tools they use. So
yeah,
it's very easy from a developer perspective or from a user to swap, as we've seen on the demo from Warden code that Andrei did, right? You choose one or the other. So that's how easy you can change and swap stuff. So market share, I'm pretty sure, has huge swings from one side to another, or like on multiple sides, right? Like, but basically there are like two, three big sites or models that are always released, and they are like competing, these projects, developing these newer models better, faster, smart.
Exactly.
And
So,
you can change, and I think there's never been in history probably this way of incredibly large market share swings day on day. Like, I'm pretty sure nowhere else has happened in history before.
No.
The thing is that what we need to understand is that before, or some time ago, we used to have this cycle where Google will release their newest model. A few months later, Anthropic would release their newest models. Then maybe a month later, OpenAI would release, and so on. And it would be this like going around the circle and always switching to the best model, right? What we've seen this week is the first time where all 3 models have been released, have been updated at the same time. This is when the real competition starts, in my opinion, because it doesn't give people time to try,
Yes.
to switch and to see how it works, how
to even
it's worth
comprehend
it.
what is going on. It's so fast.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think we're seeing the beginning of the true competition between these model providers now.
Yeah, and this is the picture of the competition. So there was the big AI summit in India, and as you can see, the competitors here, they didn't even they refused to hold hands, OpenAI and Anthropic.
Of course.
Yeah, this is like rivalry. You can basically see it right here. It's happening.
Honestly, I don't think we actually have any clue as to how tough the competition is. Like being inside those executive teams who have to firefight basically every week.
Insane.
Like it's crazy. I don't want to be in their place. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right, so here we have another news. What was it?
Robots. We always need
real
to
body
robot stuff,
yeah,
right?
we have two very quick ones. So one is transition from novelty to embodied AI. So basically hopefully one day we will see, or is it hopefully even we will see AI in a form of humanoid robots. And so this is more about, I think it's about even adult industry, by the way. So this is humanoid social and service robots. I hope that these robots will be used not just for adult industry, but also to serve people. And especially what would be cool to put them maybe like, I don't know, in the hospitals, or where they would be available 24/7 when humans are tired. And these cute, well, it will be more cute with hair. These cute robots could serve people. And another one is this one, micro robots. So MIT engineers design an aerial micro robot that can fly as fast as Bumblebee. Here we can see with insect-like speed and agility, the tiny robot could someday aid in search and rescue missions, which is insane. Look at this. Like
this week, actually, I mean, this is related because you're talking about size. I saw. I'm not sure you've seen this. It was like a liquid robot.
What?
And you remember, like in Terminator 2, that scene where the bad cop Terminator goes through the jail bars, I think, and passes them, and fluid opens and goes across.
Yeah.
This robot was doing that, and it's like, it was incredible to see this kind of slime moving around and separating. Like they all act individually, but compound some type of magnetic micro elements, which it's scary to see. Actually,
it is scary. And also, like, this micro robot reminds me of that what was the name of that hero, you know, from Avengers? I think it was in Avengers, the guy that like small like a bee or something. He was flying around
Ant-Man or something.
Oh yeah, I think it was Ant-Man. Yeah, right. So here's a real Ant-Man in real life.
What surprises me, in fact, about this robot is the size of it and the fact that they have to put the intelligence that allows it to move this fast and react this fast in such a small form factor, right? And I can tell you, back from the days when I was at MIT, I was actually in the CSAIL, the Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory at MIT, where every day on my way to my office, I would pass the robotics labs, and I would see all the cool things. They had these huge windows going through the hallway, and you could see, you know, robots being built. Basically, like was kind of like a huge hacker building in the end. But like what I remember from those days is the massive size of robots that they were working with, right? And comparing it to today, where you see like this tiny robot that can fly. And like these guys have a lot of experience. I can tell you back then that we would see demos, we would have demo session where they would demo these drones that would be able to navigate really complex environments, like nets, forests, like going through branches, or like, you know, in a dense forest. Like that is really, really difficult. Like most drones are not capable of doing that, even today. So yeah, if there's one place where, you know, engineers can get this right, I'm sure it's MIT for sure.
Insane times we live in. So that's it from the polls. And I know we don't have that much time, but we have to catch up on the Warden news. So let's do that.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, the Warden news, our most important section. And so the first question, or not really quite, it's a question, and just, you know, Luis, for you, there was this launch. It was last week, right? Yeah, Thursday last week. Warden launched a new Predict section. For those who doesn't know, it's prediction markets, basically access to prediction markets with multiple categories inside of Warden platform. I already tried it and I already won my first bet on Borussia. I'm a football fan. So yeah, I already tried it out. Luis, would love to hear more about it from you.
Cool. Yes, I think we had, because we had the last Inference on Wednesday and we released this on Thursday. That's probably why it looks like longer time ago. But it's been our first week of Warden Predict, and like we've got Warden Protocol, but at the same time we've got Warden, the agentic wallet, which is kind of a everything super app, right? Like you've got trading, you've got agents, you can do basically everything you can do on DeFi through agents, but we are adding like additional stuff like trading terminals with AI support stuff to give you better insights, or on the prediction markets, which is actually very cool. Like if you've gone to other prediction markets, it's you on your own on how to do stuff. And maybe you want to explore, you navigate on the web, you try to research and find some information. But what I think it's an edge here on the Warden Predict is actually this sidekick that we've got, which is called AI Predict Agent. And it basically analyzes the prediction you are looking at. So imagine it's that a football match. And it will give you like all of the statistics. It will give you a lot of insights directly inside. So you don't need to go and spend time doing your own research, etc. But if you've got like more specific questions, like what's the real probability of this happening, it will give you that. So you are actually, let's say, putting your predictions with better, not only your own conviction, but with all of the data research for you in an instant, simple view. And I think that's very cool. And not a lot of prediction markets out there probably have that type of solution embedded. Another cool thing is when you use prediction markets, you usually need to deposit assets from a specific chain, etc. We've simplified this experience completely and abstracting all of the complexity of bridging, having gas tokens, etc. So if you have assets on your Warden wallet, directly you click you want to swap for it. It asks you, hey, do you want for gas? Yes. And it does all of that automatically for you in seconds. I was really surprised when I tried it. I wanted to, because at the beginning I thought it was going to use like an independent wallet. You know, we've got the agent credits wallet, we've got the trading terminal wallet. So I thought it was going to have one of those, but it doesn't. It works directly from your wallet, from the balance on your wallet. And this works on BNB chain actually, which is getting a lot of traction usually lately. And we've done this in collaboration with Predict.fun, which is one of the largest right now prediction markets on activity. So the good thing is a lot of people is asking us like whether like why Warden now, like they don't have the tech to build this. Like, yes, we haven't built all of the oracles, all of the resolutions for the predictions, etc. That's not what we are strong at. What we are strong at is providing a very good UX and UI, so that as a user, you can instantly start using them and making your predictions, and obviously putting the AI element into it, which simplifies the activity for the user and gives a better, let's say, outcome on what you want to bet or predict, because that's another topic, right? Prediction markets, bets or not?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Thinking about it, I think that the Predict AI agent is probably the OG rabbit hole agent, because you can really go down a rabbit hole researching topics for your bet.
I'm a little bit degen and go against the agent sometimes. Like I see something and it gives you like the probability, and it's like, yeah, but that's like, go with the mass, right? Like that's a guaranteed win, but that's not where you make the big win. So I try sometimes to go on an opposite route and see what happens, and I always lose. I should take better advice from agents. I've always said that here. I remember back in the day with Messari agent, and I can't remember. I think it was Aster or Farcoin or something like that. And I was like, I want to, should I buy now? Like pure straight question. And it was always like, no, you should wait. It has already had its own like rally, hold, see if there's a correction going. There was so much hype. And you keep trying to convince the agent, right? Like, look at this, look at that. And saying, hey, like it's your own investment decision, right? Like I cannot invest for you. You should do that. But based on this, it's better to wait. Well, I didn't. That's how I realized I should care more about the output of these agents, which are obviously smarter and have all of the data and information rather than my gut for a lot of these things.
Yeah, I also like that when I was asking, like there's this button ask question. And so I asked the question and, for example, it responds. And then if I'm not sure which question to ask next, there are even like on the screen, you can see suggestions of next questions that you could ask. So yeah, exactly. Just like a rabbit hole. That's cool. And Andrei, quick question for you. If there were any technical, like serious technical challenges during launching or working on the Warden Predict, or what's the biggest technical challenge for Warden overall recently?
I don't think we had significant challenges with the Predict product. I mean, recently, I would say that the thing that's on everybody's mind is how do we get from the experience that we have right now in the Warden app, all the agents that we have, into something where we can really get intelligence, where we can have complex flows, where you just go to the Warden agent, and the Warden agent does everything that you need in one place.
Yeah.
So a unified experience, a unified chat interface that orchestrates all the other agents into complex workflows. I think that's the priority for us at the moment, and the challenge, because it is a challenge. There's a lot of research involved in it. There's a lot of development, trial and error. But like looking at the team, I'm more than confident to say that, we have the right people at the table to get this done.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure of that. And even though I haven't been here with you for, I don't know, year or two, it's been a few months, maybe it will be 6 months soon, I don't know. But I definitely, I've seen the progress, and you must be really proud of what you're building. And Luis, to wrap it up, quick question for you. What are the things that we should wait from Warden next week? Are there any other upcoming launches, because you just keep delivering pretty much every week something new is launching. So what would it be this time?
There are a lot of things in the pipeline right now. Like we've got actually a new roadmap that I think we need to publish it, and I think we'll get people excited around it. Then there's been a lot of, like, let's say, side missions that are getting a lot of traction. Like Andrei talked about them, like the Messari agent deployed on an agent to agent. It has been deployed on Base, on Ethereum. It has drawn a lot of attention to them, which is cool to see. But they're like very big things, big items that changes everything. Today there's actually, or today or yesterday, I haven't checked because I've been on a lot of other stuff. But did we do a release yesterday, Andrei, or is it going to be the Friday one?
No, we did one. We had one yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to keep it as a surprise because there's one thing there that everyone has been waiting since day one. I believe day one Warden. So if anyone wants to find out what it is, they should check in the app right now.
Huh. Interesting. All right. It's been another great episode. I really loved it, and I think that number 13 is really lucky. We had a lot of fun, great takes, insights, and Andrei, thank you for building the rabbit hole agent today with us. That was really so cool. For me, I'm not like a technical person. It gets a lot for me to comprehend, but with you it was very simple, very quick, and we could see the result right away. So I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yuli.
What I would expect now is coming out from you, Yuli, an agent.
I was thinking about it.
Miss K agent.
Let's go. Yeah, I would probably ask Andrei to help me maybe in some moments, but yeah, I would love to do that. Let's go for it.
You should build a "Should I buy a Mac Mini" agent.
Yes, that would be the one that I'm sure so many people would use.
Spoiler alert: the answer is always going to be no.
Static site, no. It depends. We talked about that earlier. So
yeah.
I think for next week, like there's actually a lot of big things and items on Warden roadmap that are being worked, and they're going to be delivered, and that they are actually part of a big revolution internally on how agents coordinate between each other, how the users interact with the different agents. That not only changes the experience completely, but allows new ways of interacting with the agents. And I think that changes a lot of things for good. I mean, for good. That's the path we've been working on. And then we've just started and kicked off season 4 of our campaigns. And there are very cool things and changes being made there, because like all of the reward allocations that are being allocated for these are going to be seen, like your share of them in real time on the leaderboard. So any action that you do, then you don't need to think, okay, what I'm going to, or what are my expectations on the rewards I'm going to get allocated because of my contributions as activity on the protocol, activity on the app, social activity, all of that. There's a transparent, clear formula. And what we are changing is this price coin market cap of your individual coin name on the leaderboard and showcase directly your allocation of the reward. So I think that's going to be a game changer for people to see where they're standing and the amount of rewards they will be getting, which is very, I think that was a necessary change even before.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Luis. Thank you, Andrei. It's been a pleasure. Wishing you a great weekend ahead, and then see you next week, same place, same time, for another episode of Warden the Inference. See ya.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great weekend, everybody.